Hello guys, welcome to our daily stock market insights. And I am so sorry we have started late tonight. It's already 12:50 in the morning here in the Philippines. And this stock market insights is really for our May 13 market performance. All right, thank you for joining me. Okay, so let's just wait for a few seconds or minutes for our friends from Instagrams. I've invited everyone there as well. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and drop a comment if you have stocks that you'd like us to review. Okay? I'd like to check out our PSCI first. Wow, interesting here. There isn't a lot of movement for the past how many days. So the market is really undecided right now. In terms of our RSI, we're at the 48 level, 48 to 50 level. Excuse me. And yeah, we're just sitting at the MA20 line. So, but look at that. If you look closer, okay, your MA20 line is about to trigger a downward direction. So that is not a good sign over here. And look at that, minimal movements, but the sentiment is going downwards. So that is not a good sign for our stocks in the index. So let's see how the other stocks are performing. That's I just noticed it. Good thing that we've zoomed in a little bit. Hi Robert, hello, good morning all. Yeah, I am so sorry. It's the time of the week when I have so many things to do, and I end up finishing that late already, so super late. That's why we started late as well. Robert, do you have any requests so I can prioritize your stocks? Okay. So just type in your requests whenever you're ready. In the meantime, let me go ahead and let's try to see the top 10 trending stocks. And you would normally see it here at the right side. So if there are no requests, I can just prioritize that. Okay, do you see this? mrsgi, ICT, DITO, ACEPH, ACEX, IDC. Okay, so we'll prioritize those. Oh, there you have it. Gilbert, hello. Tech, Glow, HLCM, and VLL. Okay. I was thinking of prioritizing the trending stocks because I don't have any requests yet. But yeah, good thing you have entered your request. Hello, Marco. Good morning. Ali, JFC, mwide, URC. Okay, good. Ali, JFC, mwide, URC, MPI. You're welcome, Marco. Bendrick. Hi, Miss JD. Hello. Do you have any request, Bendrick? If this is, by the way, your first time in our channel, know that we are doing this every day, and it's just that I'm not consistent with the time, but definitely we do this every single day. And if you want to be notified, just hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell right beside it so that you're also pinged or notified when I am doing live. All right. Now let's continue. You have smph, Robert, and MPI, Don, AC, MWC. Okay. And I think I'd review your request first because you came in first. Okay. SMPH. Okay, let's do this. SMPH. Okay, see that? So that is not a good sign because we have continued to decline here. Well, although this is a support level, okay, I will just plot a support line there because we see an area. So that area is actually sending us a message that that is a support level. But then again, it was a solid drop over here, right? 2840. Yeah, that was a solid drop. So tomorrow, just observe how the market is performing, as we might, we might see, because sometimes when it's a drastic drop, there's a recovery right away. But still observe the 28.49. If that line gets broken, we might trigger some more push or some more sentiment downwards. And if that continues to trigger the lower Bollinger Band, the next possible stop is right here, 25 level. You might have a double bottom right at the this area. And next would be AC. AC also triggering a bearish sentiment. So you might see this drop some more tomorrow. Around 639. That's the first area. Could be here, but actually I see something here. Okay, we might see a drop right there because this used to be your support and some resistance over here and here as well. So it might revisit that 642.31, but overall I see a possible decline by tomorrow. MWC. Same thing. This is a bearish sentiment over here. I think almost all the stocks are influenced by the bearish movement in the index. So this is most likely going to drop and go back to 11.67 over here. Okay. Let's use this line 1167 or 1169. That should already be an area. Okay. Over here used to be a resistance, used to be a support, so it might go back there. What about tech? Okay, tech, this is a, your MA20 line can act as a resistance because we have already moved to the upside, and we had, a bounce, right? But you know what? I think this is the stock that I talked about yesterday regarding the Morningstar, right? So this could be a Morningstar and it's just stabilizing. But it's a decline. But let me just put our support right here. It's just in case it'll retest the 7.37 area. Okay, so if I may repeat. So it managed to move up, but there is a resistance at the MA20 line. So chances are it might do something like this. It will retest your support and then do that. Okay. 7.37 is our support area. Globe. Right. What about Globe? Okay, so this is not a good story for Globe today. May 13. Oh, X date. I wonder if you guys have entered before May 13. This might continue to drop because probably some people are just May 13. I didn't notice this. When did they show this thingy? So probably maybe this was already shown previously. That's why the stock is moving up. But regardless, we are now moving below the MA20 level, so we might see some more bearish movements in the coming days. And first, okay, I actually see a resistance right here. Okay, but let's use this level 2082. Yeah, let's check that area first. if we are going to have a bounce at that level. If it continues to drop, the next area would be here. Okay, because this used to be your resistance. Right, and some stabilization right here. So if it drops, the next area to watch out for would be 2005. However, if you want to see a much better and clearer picture, you can go weekly. So you know the overall sentiment. So on a weekly chart, you already had a signal 4 weeks ago, in fact, right? So this is the candlestick for this week, and you had 3 weeks before that to have decided. If you have been profitable already, then this area here could be your decision-making week. Overall, I feel that it might go back to your MA20 here if this does not sustain. Okay, so our lines there are looking accurate as of the moment. Okay. Yes, I do have po, Miss JD, smph, MP. Okay. Robert, BPO, BDO po, yung we find ways. Okay, I'll add that as well. BDO. Vendrick, yes po, first time po. I already did hit all, Miss JD. Very good, Vendrick. Yeah, let's take a look at ABBA for you. Yeah, Wakato, hello, good morning. Late cut today, Miss JD. I want to know your insights with IDC. Yes, I'll add that. Okay, I will. And I am so sorry. Thank you guys for still being awake and for joining me despite the super late episode today. hlcm. Oh, what happened here? This is a weekly chart. My goodness, that's a big drop there. Okay, so that was a big drop for the past 3 days, and I think this was the discussion around was it Ayala or San Miguel who backed out from the SMC. Yeah, backed out from the acquisition, right? So while it's true that we are already on a green candlestick today, that does not guarantee a change in direction. And you're in the oversold area, so we still have to monitor this. Ideally, before we can say a stock is confirmed on a reversal using a Bollinger Band, in the next 3 candlesticks, it should already engulf this last red. So that's what we are hoping for. So in the meantime, we're still outside of the lower Bollinger Band. Therefore, there is no guarantee yet that the downtrend is over. Okay. Is it all-time low? Oh, scary. We might even go back to this level. A reset at the 5.70. Okay, it first will challenge this, the previous resistance here, 6.58, but that is if it will continue to drop. Okay, VLL, we're slightly higher over here, but let's see if this support area that we have created will sustain. That is the support for 3 days. 1, 2, 3. This one here is slightly higher, but it's within the area, so we consider that as still the same level. Also, this one, price hits this price level, then I think that would support our analysis that 380 is our short-term support at the moment. Okay, so but then again, it's red, therefore we have to be extra careful. And if you still would like to engage in this stock, I suggest wait for that green engulfing candlestick to come out, and let's say it starts at the 380 and then ends a little higher than 387, a little higher than that, and that will be your confirmation. Then the next day, if you are able to enter within that, normally it would be great if you enter before the market closes. At least you already have 90% of the picture done, and you can say that, okay, it's indeed a bounce or a negative result, meaning if 380 gets broken, then more chances of price going down even some more. Ali here has managed to bounce. I think this is a bounce for Ali. It respected our MA20 line over here, and we're slightly higher though, so that's a good sign. We might see some more bullish actions in the coming days. So I feel that there is a big possibility that it will do a higher high. Okay, so it's something like this. Okay, if I may draw, so it moved up, it dipped, right? So when it goes up again, it might be higher than your previous high. And then when it, let's say it goes here, and then if it dips again, it's going to be higher low, and then goes up. Then you have an uptrend. Something like that, okay? So just with the current price that we have, which is 32.50, anywhere from that level and 31.73, that would already be a good discounted price for everybody. The reason why I said that is because the potential of this stock, looking at the bigger picture, is that we're still at a very cheap level. Look at it. Okay, so if you would like to invest in the long term here, but yeah, then this is already a good time to start accumulating volume. JFC, how are we performing today? Oh no, we're already outside. We're outside of the MA20 line, as you can see here, right? And so we still would like to plot that because there's a support very near the price right now. This used to be a support area here. Okay, so I think it will test that first before it goes up. And before it goes up, you have to wait for that confirmation, okay? Because just in case this 133 gets broken, oh no, you might have to go back to 121 and then go down again to 108. But so far, I can say that we have already reached the bottom at 91.3. Okay, so if you really want to be very, very conservative, some of you I know would like to wait for it at the 108 or the 90 plus level before getting in again. Okay. Hold on. SMC, did we have SMC? Okay, I have not added the SMC marker. I'll add that for you. And Dawn Sulid. Hello, Miss JD. SecB review, please. Okay. SecB. Good entry price to accumulate now. Okay, let's take a look at that. Follow up on your top 5 long-term stocks, or stocks that is heavily affected by COVID-19 but is expected to recover fast. Let us see. Shout po here in Italy. Oh, how are you guys there? Shout out to our kababayans in Italy. Bendrick. How about Surtec? Surtec, Tech. Is this Tech 0 or Tech? Let me just put that in the, let's see. Prince, how about, can you give your insights about Tech? Oh, so it's Tech. Oh, let me see. I already did Tech, I know. But I can take a look at that again very quickly. Okay. Oh, that was just a response regarding hlcm. Ah, okay, okay. Got it. My SMC comment. That's fine. Okay. Yep. Prince, I already added tag. You know, I already talked about it, but let me just open it very quickly so we can proceed. So I said that here tech is uh, bound to retrace because you have here a resistance at the MA20 line. But I was just trying to recall our conversation yesterday about morning star. So this looks like a picture of a morning star, and the only reason why it did not continue to move up is because there is a resistance at the MA20 line. So I'm thinking it will retest your support here, and before it takes off again. And let me go back to GFC. I already talked about GFC, right? Okay, so that's the support. Let's talk about mwide. Mwide. People are still holding on to their position. Look at that. The volume on the bearish candlesticks are still really low. So I see that we might just continue moving sideways for mwide. Okay. And yes, 5.83. That would still be a solid support level over there. URC. URC might. So how many days left? May 27. There's a scheduled dividend here, so I see this moving up some more. And you're very near the next resistance, right? However, with the dividend release coming soon, there's a big chance that it will continue to break that. But of course, you have to be extra careful. I cannot predict the market, but just know that you have a resistance very near the area. Okay, so just in case it bounces again, your previous resistance could be our next support around 127 level. Okay, because you had your resistance here, or could be a little higher. No, like here. I think this one is stronger. 127 area, 127 to 130 level. Okay, what about MPI? MPI has given us a chance near the MA20 line, so let's use the MA20 at 2.69 level. Okay, I remember I mentioned this in my previous episodes. I also got in at 263 in this area, but I managed to take profit at 294 here. So I was not able to catch this 2.96. But definitely overall the sentiment here is this is just trying to retest your new support level, building at the MA20 level, MA20 area. Okay, 2.74, which is very near. Okay, very, very near. That is our support area there. There you see that. Here, 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 and here. So MPI. BDO. This one I also have. And I think I entered here twice. So my average here is 101. Where is that? How far are we? A little. Okay, so let us see. But this is one stock I know will really recover soon. Definitely, as soon as the quarantine is over. Okay, so let's just use the same area for our support, which is around. Guys, when I plot my support and resistance, know that it's an area. Okay, you might say previously Miss JD said it's 95. Now she's saying 96. Okay, so that is our support level. We might continue to see sideways here before it takes off. And if it goes down, your next drop is which is your second bottom, is very near. So we haven't really managed to lift a noticeable or a significant price from the time it reached a bottom. So 96 level is our support for this stock. ABA. ABA is see this, triggering a dip, some more dip for the stock. We ended outside of the Bollinger Band yesterday. That could have already been your trigger. That's why it moved further downwards. But as you see, it has been on a decline for 3 days straight. People might feel it's already a cheap at this level. At the same time, as you see here, there's a price consolidation that's happening here. Each time it touches this area, there's a slight bounce. So maybe you already have a double bottom in this situation here. And see how your RSI behaves. See that? This from the previous bottom, we are now a little higher. There, okay? We're a little higher. So observe how the market moves tomorrow. But I'm so, I'm 50-50 because we are still outside of the Bollinger Band. So like in my previous recommendation, try to see where the sentiment is. Is it higher than 0.51 or lower than 0.51? And the best time to maybe decide tomorrow is when the market is about to close. At least you already have 90% of the picture, depending on where the price level is at by that time. IDC. IDC is a bounce, okay? And I still would like to use this price level as our support. There we have it, 1.90, because just in case, there's an MA20 line here, take note of that. So people might take profit before it fully kicks off and go up further. Okay, so SMC is not the one here, right? SecB. Okay, we dropped. It's a gap down, but hey, there's a big volume here. Okay, so I think it will fill the gap. I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow, but definitely it will fill the gap. So I think this is a new bottom for this stock. What's the news? Is there a news that triggered this? But look at the volume, guys. So big drop at the opening, okay, but the entire time the sentiment is moving to the upside. So I just feel tomorrow it will continue to move up. Okay, let's use this as our new support area. Okay, it's a promising position. 90.49. If you are to look at that, let's say on okay, so it started here, moved up, might retest your 90 point. I'm using the hourly chart. So it moved up, retest, and might continue to move up here. And how far is that? So let us say from here tomorrow. So that's a good 7% increase if you just use the MA20 line as your next resistance. Surtech, is this? Okay, so that's tech. Okay, I already checked that for you. Okay, is that it? I was able to answer everything. Okay. Prince. Okay, Robert, let's just hope they won't recall the dividend like the other company. Oh no, I hope they don't. Are we referring to Robert? Are you referring to URC? Do disclosures and news really affect the stock price? Yes, definitely. Sometimes the news, the disclosures, they negate whatever technical analysis, whatever indicators you have. So sometimes it really breaks that, and you'll be surprised. Even if you're confident with your technicals, it still negates it. MCSI. What is this? Hi, Atmo Yano 1. Hello, welcome to our channel. It dropped. MCSI. MSCI. secb was dropped. Oh, what is this? Let me search this. Taken out from, okay. Are you referring to this? I just searched this thing. MSCI, Morgan Stanley Capital International. Pure Gold has been added to. Oh, nice. Will it make the price shoot up? So this is from Drysdale Dizon. They will be delisted. Oh, so I have to search some more about this. MSCI, Morgan Stanley. So this one involves other countries. Okay. New learning for today. I have to search on that some more. See, I'm not really very good at reading the news because of my full-time job. I'm only dependent on your inputs, guys, every evening. And yeah, I think this really makes sense. So let's take a look at Pure Gold. Drysdale, good thing you mentioned that. SPC piece, by the way, from Ben Drake. Let me take a look at that. Okay, so you take care of the reading of the news and the fundamentals. I take care of the charting. Then you feed. Let's feed the news to one another every night. Okay, and then Pure Gold. Let's take a look at Pure Gold. Okay. Pure Gold. Ano yun? SPC. SPC. Okay. The nearest support for SPC is right over here, 810. Oh, no. I'm not the hourly chart. Okay, let's go. There's a dividend. May 19, X date, 40 cents. How much is 40 cents of 8 pesos? 14 or 40? 40 cents. 0.40 divided by 8. Okay. Too small, right? 0.005. Okay, so this is your new support. Use the MA20 line for this. It might continue to drop, and let's see if it will manage to bounce at the 7.98 or 8 peso area. What about Pure Gold? Okay, but the chart here for Pure Gold is that it might test your MA20 line first. This is already a bit high, but we have a breakout play here. So we might, yeah, could be. It's possible that this stock might move up because your volume is still significant here, right? And who knows, we might stabilize at this level and continue to move up. But for position traders, I am, my game is more of a position trader than a momentum player. So make sure if you want short-term profit here or a fast profit, use a faster time frame. But if you're looking at pure gold for long-term investing, you can continue accumulating volume here. But it's just in case this 47.26 gets broken, just add some more. I feel that pure gold is really one of the companies that are thriving in the COVID during this pandemic. People still need to buy food, so this is one of the companies that are really surviving. And when the quarantine is over, people are still going to buy at pure gold because of proximity, pricing. They're everywhere, so in terms of proximity, it's really something that is present in this company. And of course, price. So look at it, probably consider this as a long-term stock for long-term investing. Gutom na ako. RNDLDVL. Okay, it's okay. Alright, so I see no names here. Red line goes down. Yep. Okay, let me just scroll up some more. Okay, I'd like to read some more about MSCI. So I haven't really researched about that. And if there are more buy ups with higher price than closing price, then sell down with also higher price than closing price. What do you mean? If there are more buy ups with higher price than closing price, then sell downs with also higher price than closing price. Prince, where did you get that? Let me just read through that. I'll research some more on this. Maybe we also mean the same, but we just have a different language. Red line goes down. Okay. If there are more buy ups. I'm trying to figure out, Prince, what the message is, in what context. Okay, I'll park that question in the bull bear meter. Where is that? Here? It's asking me to create an account. I wish we can send screenshots, no? We can't. Click show in the bull bear meter. It's asking me to create something. Okay. Sure. Share on Facebook. Okay, I'll try that offline. So that's my parking lot item for today. I haven't really explored some parts of Instagrams yet. Oh, there, Marco. I think you're our subject matter expert for tonight. If there are more buy ups, should I buy BPI stock or wait? Okay, let me take a look at BPI. Oops, where did that go? Do you guys have work tomorrow, or why are you still awake at 1 in the morning? Okay, so for BPI, hold on, I'm not so comfortable with the white background. It hurts my eyes. Okay. So for BPI overall, okay, overall what is happening for BPI is it's doing sideways. Now, if you're looking at BPI as a long-term for long-term investing, this is a perfect time. So regardless if it's a few pesos away or a few pesos higher than the previous support, an investor wouldn't mind that. But if you are going to look at the technical analysis, you can still haggle at a much lower price. Could be, I think, MA20 could be a good area to start accumulating volume, right? But see the difference? It's only what 60 plus, or yeah, around 70 or 80 cents away from it. So if you don't really have the time to wait for the market to go back to a support area, then this level, since it's sideways, it's already a good time to start accumulating volume. Yeah, I'm also work from home, and normally I would wake up around 11 or 12. So whatever time I start working, and up to the time I get tired. And the problem is I only get tired around 14 or 15 hours of work. And I bet you guys are also having the same struggle. The struggle of working from home. There are no boundaries. The moment you wake up, you start working, and then you only realize that it's done. Your shift is done when your knees are hurting and your body is aching because you've been sitting down for more than what 12 hours. There. Okay, let me go back read. Should I buy BPI stock? Right, or wait. So that was my answer, Rex. It depends on your perspective. If you are a long-term investor, a few cents difference wouldn't really matter. But if you want to take advantage of a discounted price, of course, it's always good to enter at the support level. Share po yung bull meter para ma-enable. Yep, I'll work on that. I don't want to show my personal Facebook yet. You can delete the post after. Work from home. Last day of work tomorrow. Yes. Ay, why? It's only Thursday. Local leave na after. It's only Thursday. We have work on a Friday. So you're on a vacation leave on a Friday? Okay. Yep. Work from home for all of us. And I think our company, the other, because I work for a call center, the agents, some of the trainees and some of the agents are going back, but the officers and some of the reps might continue to work from home, maybe up until the year end, if there is really no sign of recovery and no vaccine yet. So who knows, maybe we will still be in this setup up until year end. Sunday, Thursday, work po dito sa... Oh, you're from UAE. I thought you're from the Philippines. No wonder you're still awake. Can I buy at the resistance level, expecting that it will go up with a good catalyst? So just be extra careful. That's a good question, because while it's true that a resistance can act as a ceiling, right? That whenever you hit that, there's a decline. But sometimes it breaks. So you have to wait for that confirmation of a breakout play before you enter. And of course, don't anticipate. I know there could be a good catalyst, right? If it's not yet there, that's speculation. But sometimes a speculation can definitely move the price higher. Like what happened to now? What happened to mrsgi, right? The price lifted because people thought that it's going to be the third telco, even if it's just a pure speculation, right? So wait for that confirmation. just to be safe, just to protect your, of course, self. But between the two, resistance over support, I'd go for support. Fast internet and good PC, laptop kasama na sa basic necessity ngayon. Work from home, online work, and study. Definitely. Definitely. And you know what's going to be the new trend? People will start it. YouTube is the new social media. It's like everyone has Facebook. Time will come. The language is, what's your YouTube account? So that's the lingo someday. And I know some of you have YouTube, but you're not creating videos. And I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if someday Marco will say, follow me, and subscribe to my channel. Or Robert will say, subscribe to my channel. Pascal, year end could be. For us, there's a possibility that we might work from home up until year end if there's no, if there's no light in this pandemic. Can the resumption of the build project boost construction company stocks? Not 100%, not right away, but definitely. But you know what? On a second note, on a different perspective, with the amount of we've lost so much during this pandemic, and it definitely had impacted all the build project by the government man or private sector. Their budget, their cash flow has been greatly impacted. So even if they resume, their financials might have already been compromised. Shell versus Petron comparison, please. Looking for a medium-term investment in fuel. Because you're looking forward for that day to come and everyone will start consuming gas and oil. Let me see. Shell PH, right? What was the company again? Petron. Okay, Shell PH. Shell, sideways. Petron is P-Core, correct? There. Okay. Excuse me. Between the two, Shell PH. See that? Shell PH has reached the bottom. This is the bottom, and we have not really moved up yet. This one, P-Core, has already moved up and is actually starting to manifest some decline there. We're already below the MA20 line, and we might even drop some more and go back to the 2 peso level. Okay, but of course, looking at the 2 versus 18. Oh, this is what we can do. Okay, let me open this again. Let's look at P-Core. They normally look at this. -6. Price earnings ratio. But P-Core is on -6, -13. They're both okay. So both technically are not in a good state. Okay, let's take a look at the dividend part here. So according to Carlos, and parang pahinga po muna PSCI, global muna. MRC done. Hi Vian. I have not checked MRC yet. Okay, so just to answer Whose question was that? Wow, it says, okay. I think between Shell PH and Petron, I'd go for Shell PH only because of the chart. Okay, but both don't have good PS price earnings ratio, right? Here's an interesting price earnings ratio. I use this in my in one of my videos. Price right now 252, but price earnings ratio is 63. That's for euro. Anyway, let me scroll up a bit. Twitter allows staff to work from home forever. Their boss here is cool. Wow. Twitter, like in the US. Are you based in the US, Robert? In the resumption, YouTube and Google. Marco, what is YouTube and Google? Yeah, definitely. Are you referring to YouTube and Google working from home up until year end? Remote work is boring, but you'll get used to it. Been on remote work for like 5 years now. Oh, so far are you enjoying it? Do you like it that way, or you wanna have an office setup someday? What's you Zoom pala, Miss JD? My Zoom account. I created a Zoom account just for the meeting and I already forgot my user ID there. Do you think po na may affect yung modified ECQ bank stocks since 50% of workforce will be allowed na? There's a big chance that we'll see some recoveries there. Definitely. If banks will start to be operational in some other businesses, so it will create a domino effect. How about for aviation service companies such as Macro Asia? It might take some time for aviation companies, transport companies to recover, because even if the quarantine is already over, people will still be very hesitant to travel, and the new normal that is going to really, they're going to be on standby and be very observant in the coming or weeks after, or even months after the quarantine is over. So even gaming company greatly affected, tourism greatly affected there. So Mac as well, as you can see here, they're still on a sideways, and we have reached the bottom. I feel that this is the bottom and we're not yet moving as of this time. So if you're willing to wait for a long time, and that would take at least 1 year, 1 year or 2 years for it to recover, this one is already at the bottom. See that? Looks like it. Cebu Pacific as well. We might even reach a double bottom here for Cebu Pacific, 36 level, around that. No, based on Cebu, but working remotely for years from home office. Yep, that's my long-term goal. I really want my YouTube to be successful so that I will just do a live chart every night and talk to you guys. LTG, please, been watching your reviews for consecutive days now. I think you haven't analyzed LTG. Oh, because you're not probably requesting. So feel free to drop a comment, because I always try my best to include it. Oh, by the way, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe. Yes, thanks Rex. Rex Ramirez already subscribed. There, look at this. LTG, it's a constricted Bollinger Band, right? And I would always say that when a Bollinger Band is constricted, once it triggers either the upper band or the lower band, the next thing that will happen is a significant decline or a significant movement to the upside. I'll show you an example over here. Do we have an example that we can use? Look. Okay, let's just use this as an example. Okay, this one over here, it's a constricted band, right? And when it started to trigger the lower Bollinger Band, look what happened, decline. So this one as well, we are on a constricted Bollinger Band, and then expect that when it triggers the lower band some more, it will continue to decline. And if it does, then your next possible support would be around this level, okay, 566 area, 572, around that, okay, because this is the bottom that we have here. It might create a double bottom there. Okay, so that is for you, Arca the Great. Okay. All right, so I hope I was able to answer all your questions tonight. I'll try to be early tomorrow, I promise, so we can have some more discussions. MRSGI and ACEPH from Gilbert. MRSGI, ACEPH. Let me take a look at that. MRSGI. Okay, mrsgi, you have a dozy here, and normally when it appears right at support level, which is currently, we are at the support area, chances are you might have some shift in direction, which is a bounce. So I see that maybe tomorrow the market will give us a chance at 1.76 and it will continue to move higher. ACEPH. Okay, this one too. The condition here is that this must not break your MA20 line. Okay, this is our support. You're very near that. However, if it breaks that, then it's a different story. You are already, you know, a bit high right now. It might drop and revisit this level. Could be here first. Previous resistance. Okay, and then tomorrow, if it continues to drop, we'll touch base again and see if it will also trigger that. So I'm plotting several areas for support just in case it breaks that level. Okay, so far, how's your confidence level in identifying your support and resistance? That's one thing that we should really master first before anything else. That at a glance, you know where the support is, you know where the resistance is. So that's one skill that we have to master. Anyway, so that is it for tonight, you guys. If you have not liked our video yet, please hit the like so that YouTube would eventually discover us and promote us in the search result. Okay, and for now, good morning and good night.